This is a Fonzie Studio podcast. Welcome to Tales from the First Nations. I'm Jay Idle, and every week I'll share with you a tale and ancient wisdom of the native tribes of North America. I'll be joined by my cats, Dawa and Fonzie, who will undoubtedly make their presence known at some point, so I might as well just list them as co-hosts. We hope you'll enjoy the tales and wisdom, raise your vibration, and enrich your life with us every week. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the 71st episode of Tales from the First Nations. I'm your host, Jay Idle. I know that last season we did an episode about dogs that I dedicated to my canine friend Mila, who we had lost at that time. Well, I came across a story today that I really liked because it emphasized the importance of being kind to dogs, and it hit home because recently the dog of another friend of mine died. Her name was Mary, and she was a very, very special dog. She was a French bulldog who had suffered abuse before she was rescued, and my friends Heather and Detlef adopted her, and they were just great people. They gave her such a really, really wonderful life. She was a great dog who was born, spent most of her life here in China, but they returned to the U.S. with her for the last 9 months of her life. She was a special dog. She was really, really cool. And when I saw this story, it made me think of Mila and Mary and all the other abused animals that need our help. So despite the fact that I'm giving a sad introduction, this is not at all a sad story. It's quite happy, and it has a really great message. So let us get right into it. It's the Lenape legend called The Stubborn Girl. Long ago, when the Lenape lived in the east, we were many then. There it is said that there was a girl who was very, very stubborn, and everyone in her village knew this. One evening in autumn, as the villagers were warming themselves by their fires, a dog suddenly appeared. It was wet and shaking from the cold. The stubborn girl saw him first, and she went over to the dog and pushed him over. She said to him, "Tell a story! Tell a story! Probably you don't know anything." The girl's mother said, "Leave that dog alone." But the girl was so stubborn that she pretended not to hear her mother, and she went up to the dog and pushed him over again. Again, she said to him, "Tell a story." Finally, the dog sat down. He said, "Yes, I will tell you a story. In 3 days' time, you will be lying under red dirt." At this, the girl got very scared, and her mother went and told everyone in the village and their chief. The dog spoke the truth because 3 days later, the girl disappeared. She was nowhere to be found. The warning was kept alive by tradition even to this day, and it comes from this incident. The old people say a person should never question or abuse dogs. Before a person comes to the afterlife, where the Creator lives, they will leave this earth. They will first have to cross a huge bridge. All the departed dogs guard this bridge. The bridge is at a fork in the road on the Milky Way in the sky. All of the Lenape who live well walk the road beyond the bridge guarded by dogs. Those who live badly walk the other road, never stopping. That is why it's trodden down. No one who has ever done harm to a dog will be allowed to cross over to the other side. I like this story very much and hope it can inspire people to treat animals kindly and humanely. They are here to care for us and to be cared for by us, so I hope we all can always remember that. It's with respect and gratitude that I offer you my blessings, and thank you for sharing my journey with me and for sharing your time with me on the podcast. I wish you well and look forward to sharing another story with you next week. Go in peace, return in peace, and may you be well. If you enjoy the podcast, please like and review us in your podcast service so that we might grow further. And feel free to reach out to us in the contact information in the episode link if there's a subject that you would like us to talk about. Our story today, The Stubborn Girl, comes from oocities.org and was taken from The Grandfathers Speak by Haitako Nanulak. I hope. For more great stories and legends, join me next week for another story here on Tales from the First Nations. I'm Jay Idle, and I'll talk to you next time. Music is provided by my dear friend Scott Brocklesby, and our podcast, Image of the Moon, was provided by Mark Lawton. We'll see you next time. All right, that's it. How'd we do, Dawa?
Awesome.
Phones? Excellent. Then I'll share it.